little bit of time. All right, peace and love. Peace and love. My bad. I was trying to get my camera situated. It's a rainy day today. Very rainy. That's a unique umbrella. Okay. So I'm on my way to work. Of course, you see me all name tagged up. But man, it was just something I was just in the house thinking about, and just kind of like understanding. And I just wanted to share it with y'all real quick because I think it might be helpful. I believe it will be helpful, because I realize that it's my own situation as well. All right, so we started out in these videos. We talked about the idea of working a job, and you know, I expressed that would be something temporary. Something temporary, you know, not long term. And it's not to disrespect anybody who works a job. I work a job. You see, I'm headed to work right now. It's not to down talk anybody that works a job. It's just to think about some other options, you know, besides the job. And I really feel like a lot of these times I am excluding certain jobs, because some things are like necessities. But I'll get into that in another video. I don't want to spend too much time on what type of jobs I'm talking about. But so most of us, you know, have the 9 to 5 type of thing going on. Let me plug my phone up. And so with that, most cases, not all cases, most cases, we're working a job to sustain us, to take care of our responsibilities. So when somebody like me comes along with this conversation of, you know, doing something for yourself, whether starting your own business or, you know, investing in some businesses, when I come along and talk like that, for a lot of people that can be difficult to swallow or difficult to understand, or even if it's not difficult to understand, it may be difficult to start or feel difficult to start because you have these responsibilities. So you may agree with me that, yeah, man, I would like to have something for myself. I would like to, you know, create my own business or whatever. But you already have responsibilities. And there's that thought of, well, if I'm not working my job, there's no guarantee that I'll make money. Then I won't be able to pay my bills. And then that whole cycle begins of losing things that cost because you're not creating that income. And that's a real fear. That's a real issue that a lot of us face. A lot of us are interested in doing it. But the reality is, and I do understand this, and I want y'all to know that I understand, and I'm speaking from that same place. My lights just went off or something. Well, I don't know what that's about. All my lights just dim in the car. Everything. But we'll see, I don't know. So the reality for a lot of us is we did not come into this knowledge or this understanding until after we had already established responsibilities. You know, whether that be rent, mortgage, car note, car insurance, life insurance, health insurance, children, family members, loans, student loans. So we create these responsibilities for ourselves before we have knowledge of doing for self, or so we already have these things accumulated. We already have this debt. We already have these bills, and then we come into this knowing of doing something for self, and you know you're wanting to do for self, but you know you have these responsibilities, and it can be very difficult to get past that fear of not making enough money on your own. So I wanted to make this quick video to kind of offer my perspective on what to do when you're faced with that, what to do when you need your job. And I gotta use quotations on that. When you need your job. What to do when you need your job. Here's my perspective, my opinion. I don't want anybody to take this as fact. You can look into it, you can try it and see if it works for you, or you can not bother with it and, you know, keep doing the same thing, or you can try somebody else's idea. I mean, I just hope everybody who even watches these videos watches with an open mind and open heart. And if you have come to the understanding that even working your job, you're still not happy, right? You're making money, but you're too tired to enjoy any money you're making because you have to work so much. So it's wearing you out, it's wearing your body out. Then when you get an off day, you're not making money. So you have to be cautious of your spending, or you may not be cautious of your spending and you may spend money, and then you're having to go back to work because you have to make more money, right? So it puts us in this cycle of work for money, work for money, work for money. There's never a time that money works for us. And that's what we intend to change. That's what I'm hoping to bring knowledge to you on, to help you see that and help you work towards establishing at least one way that money can work for you. Your money can work for you and not you always working for money. All right, so what to do when you need your job. I spoke a while back about thinking about something that you enjoy doing, you know, and I said to not get so caught up in how much it pays somebody else or how much you think you should get paid for it. Think about something that you love doing, that you wouldn't mind doing, whether you got paid or not. Like for me, for example, I love creating music. I do love creating music. And I would create music whether I got paid or not. But it's beautiful when I am able to get paid for it. But that's one thing that I do enjoy doing with or without a paycheck. I love creating music. So, you know, you think about whatever that thing is for you that you love to do, whether you got paid or not. And I mean, this is just a starting point, because I feel like there would have to be some more conversation and dialogue about it to really help you get an understanding on your particular thing, you know, and how we can talk and walk through monetizing that, because it is a process. It's not an overnight thing. But the overall goal with this and what to do when you need a job is position yourself to not need the job, right? So you do need it, but we're not talking about going from 100% needed to 0% needed. We're talking about small steps. I mean, and for each person it may be different, but even if we went from needing the job 100% to only needing the job 95%, because you're making 5% income on your own, whatever that may be. And gradually over time, that's gonna grow. We're gonna grow that to 10%, then we only need the job 90%. You know? So at that point, and I mean, we keep working that until we grow your business or businesses to the point that we work it all the way down till we need the job 50%. So when you need it 50%, you still don't need to work 100% of the time. Now you only need to work 50% because you only need 50% of that income to sustain yourself. Now, there are different techniques with this because there are some people, especially younger people, that can keep going at a job if they're trying to, like, say for example, you've worked it down to you only need your job 50% for the income. You may still work the 100% and take that whole extra 50% of income from that job and totally put it towards investing. Not pocket money, not flashy balling, I'm balling stacks, phone, money phone. We're not doing that with it. We're talking about that extra money just totally being investment funds. So that's one way, but if that's not what you're doing, then if I'm only needing 50% of the income from the job, then I only need to work 50% of the time. And now I'm freeing myself up some additional time to work on my own thing. So, and I'm sorry I had to make this one quick today, but because I'm at work. But I just wanted y'all to kind of at least understand that. I'm not ever saying, hey, man, we got to do for ourselves. Everybody go quit your job today. I'm not saying that, but we got to at least start. And once we start, even if we only grow our business to making 5% of the income, then we only realistically need the job 95%. That's something we can cut back. We're not having to work 50 plus hours a week on our job. Now we may be cutting down to 45, and that's not huge, but we're talking about long-term, being able to grow ourselves and not only in our businesses, but self-discipline, knowledge of self. We're growing there, and that's going to help us elevate these businesses. We're going to be networking and meeting other like-minded people that will help and assist you on your journey. And as you meet these people and you begin to build your businesses, the more income that you're seeing from your own businesses and being your own boss, the less you're going to need that job that you've been dependent on for so many years. A lot of times it's not until we release some of that job and have that freedom for our own self, our own time, that we realize just how much these jobs have taken away from us. And we have been so conditioned to it being about how much money we make. We're trying to make the most money. We want to get the most per dollar out of these jobs. And that's not always the benefit. That's not always the win. Because the stress and the wear and tear on your body, long term, you may be doing yourself more damage to stay on these jobs to make these dollars that you can't take with you when you die. But living in peace and knowing that, you were able to do the things in life that you wanted to do without a job saying you got to be here Monday morning. You may say, I only want to work 3 days a week. Once you establish yourself, once you establish your businesses and you have some income, you may not need that job. And the overall goal is to get it to 0%, where you need it 0%. So that's all in a nutshell. I know this is a quick one, but I really got to get in here to work because I'm really supposed to be getting out of here early today, and I'm running a little behind, but I'm not, because I'm on my own time, right? We talked about that. Like, there is no clock in time for me to be here. I like to get it done early, and as far as the computer work that I do, it has to be submitted by 2 p.m. So I do have to get in here and get it done by 2 p.m. But as long as I'm done by 2 p.m., I'm good. It's 9:37 right now, a.m. So I have plenty of time, but I don't want to be here all day today. I wasn't in no hurry to get here, but I'm definitely going to be in a hurry to get out of here today because I have some other things to do. I got some more things to work on my own businesses. And those are my priority right now. So, peace and love. I love y'all. I hope that made sense. I hope it wasn't too fast. I hope I didn't ramble and blah, 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 mumble too fast that you couldn't understand and take in what I was saying. But I just wanted y'all to kind of see that it's not the overnight thing when I talk about that. But when you keep having the fear of letting go of that job, and so you never even start your idea to be self-sufficient, then you'll never ever be able to be free from the job, because you always need 100% of your job. So I just want to encourage everybody to think about that idea. And like I said, I'm always available. If y'all know me, to reach out, or if you don't know me, even you can just comment, whatever, inbox, and let's talk about it. If you're serious about it, I'm willing to help you get started. And you might be somebody that can offer me some help. You know what I mean? So peace and love, y'all.